Assalamu alaikum, Madiha Tahseen here with the Family and Youth Institute. I'm here today to talk to you about how to center your mental health through this upcoming election, inshallah. So if there was ever a time of unknowns, it's now. Right? Who's going to win this election? How are they going to win? What's going to happen when they win? There's so much at stake. Our rights, our physical and political safety, our jobs, the future that our children will inherit, and it just goes on, so much so that it can feel too much to handle. But Allah reminds us that He's only going to give us what we can handle, and also He's going to give us tools to navigate what we're handling. And that's what I want to focus on today, is how can we stay resilient, inshallah. So first, start with acknowledging what you're feeling. The worries about what will happen can really contribute to unwanted levels of anxiety, right? So intrusive thoughts, pessimism, restlessness, irritability, sleep problems, but also symptoms of depression, sadness, feeling negative about the situation, over or under eating, not having energy or motivation with your daily routines. So feel that, acknowledge it and feel it. Then try to spend some time reframing how you think about the situation. So when you see a lot of news, or you're scrolling on your phone, having conversations with people, it can really result in a lot of sort of excessive thinking about the situation, worst case scenarios with this election. And so of course, the first thing you want to do is you have to decrease your media consumption, right? Only to what is necessary. But also when those intrusive thoughts pop up in your mind and they sort of rise up and take over, use a mantra to distract yourself. Whatever it is that works for you in that moment, to remind you that Allah is the one that's actually in control. And so it could be anything. It could be a dua, it could be dhikr, something as simple as just saying Allahu Akbar, because that reminds you, whatever works for you to take you out of that thought and stop your brain from heading down that negative tunnel of thinking. Next, channel your anxiety, channel your stress and your tension into what you do have control over in your life. First, keep up all of your routines when it comes to eating, sleeping, leisure activities, work, school routines. Keeping that structure and stability in your life can help with the uncertainty that you're feeling. Second, take action when it comes to the election. So as I'm sure you've heard, calling your friends and family, making sure they get out there and vote. But also you can volunteer as part of many of the Number Get Out the Vote campaigns. There's lots of organizations looking for help. And then third, engage in activities that bring positivity and sort of a sense of competence in your life outside of the election. So it could be things like performing random acts of kindness, spending time with an elderly person in your community, working to beautify a garden or a park, something in your neighborhood, any kind of activity that gives you joy, specific to whatever gets you going. So kind of counter the negativity that you might be feeling sort of around you. Of course, we have to recognize that election results, might not come out the next day or soon after. And so the anxiety that you're feeling might not just get resolved just on election day. So FYI, we'll be releasing an election toolkit, inshallah, soon after election day that will really help you cope with how you're feeling throughout that process, inshallah. So in these final days, coming up to the election, we ask Al-Fattah, the one who opens all doors of mercy and goodness, to please open the doors of goodness for us in this nation, inshallah. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum.